Well, they want me to see a psychiatrist, but I just got so scared when I met her that I couldn't...
to see a psychiatrist, honey. Dad's been a fortune on psychiatrists for Barkley, and look at all the good it did him. Let me take you home. I'll take you to Dr. Isaacs in Chicago. Dad always thought he could help you.
Mr. Snyder, why did you go to Henry Lang's suite at the Lakeview Towers on the afternoon of February 13th?
I'm sorry, what?
Why did you go to Henry Lang's suite on the afternoon of February 13th?
I wanted to talk to him about some things that I'd found out about his daughter, Angel.
Angel Lang Snyder, your brother Holden's wife.
Yes. See, we had become very close when I was working for Henry Lang in Chicago. But there were some things about her that I just never understood.
What sorts of things?
Well, like her relationship with her father. See, he was always very protective of her, and he treated her like a princess. But when she came back from London with Holden, she was terrified of him. She didn't want to have anything to do with him. She didn't want to see him, and I didn't understand why until she told me.
And what did she tell you?
She told me that her father had been sexually abusing her for a long time, ever since she was 11 years old, and that it had continued even after she married Holden.
Your brother Holden testified that he confronted Henry Lang about the abuse as soon as he found out about it.
Yeah, but Henry denied it. So I went over there to let him know that I knew the truth, too. And that I wanted him to admit it. And to promise me that he was never going to go near Angel again.
Well, why did you think he would admit it to you when he had denied it to your brother? Is it because you knew something else about Henry Lang that your brother didn't know?
Yes.
What was it about Henry Lang that you knew, other than the fact that he was sexually abusing his daughter since she was a very young girl? Caleb.
I found out that that Henry had gotten Angel pregnant when I was still seeing her, and that the baby that she aborted that I thought was mine was really her father's.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Clairol. Where there's beauty, there's Clairol.
At Clairol, we believe that there should be only one kind of hair. Beautiful hair. Where there's beauty, there's Clairol.
How do people see you? Too young to go gray? You could cover it with loving care. The hair color that's as gentle to the hair as a shampoo. Really, is there a choice? Gray hair or loving care?
How's your headache?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, how's your headache?
How did you know I have a headache?
Maybe you should lie down.
How did you know I have a headache?
Honey, it shows.
For a headache so bad it shows, take aspirin-free Excedrin with more medicine than regular strength pain relievers.
Aspirin-free Excedrin?
Aspirin-free Excedrin relief for a headache so bad it shows.
That's more like it.
The Polaroid One-Step Flash. Now under 30 smackers.
Today's Duracell batteries keep punching into the final round because they're built to last even longer than the ones we made just a few years back. Duracell. You can't top the copper top.
When Angel Snyder told you this, it must have come as a shock.
Yes. But it explained a lot of things that I didn't understand before.
Did you believe her to be telling you the truth?
Objection. Calls for conclusion.
Your Honor, I am trying to establish a state of mind.
I'll allow it.
Yes, I thought she was telling the truth. It was very difficult for her to tell me that. She was crying, she was shaking. Why would she make something like that up? If you had been there, you would have believed her.
No, I won't. Let go of me.
What is the matter with you? I am your brother. Why are you acting like you're afraid of me?
Well, I know that Stephen must have gone back to the hotel that night after I told him about Daddy. Now you say that he's gone.
Come back to the hotel with me. We'll talk about it there.
No, Jay, I won't. Don't try to force me or I'll scream.
What is the matter with you?
You know what's the matter with me. Stephen told you.
Joel? Lily, why'd you leave and not tell Lily and I where you were, huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't...
Okay, I'm gonna call her and let her know that you're
No,
all
Ellie,
right.
please stay with me. Don't leave.
All right, I don't want to stay here. It stinks in here. We're gonna go. Come on, we're gonna go right now.
Don't try to stop me.
All right, Angel. But I'll be seeing you. You're gonna need all the help we can give you after Holden divorces you.
And what happened after Mr. Lang's attorney, Mr. Symington, left?
I tried to make Henry promise that he would never see Angel again.
And what was his response?
He denied everything. He said he was the only person in the world that could help Angel, and I told him that he was the last person that could help her, and I never wanted to see him near her again.
And then what happened?
I pointed the gun at him, but not to use it. I just wanted him to know that I was serious.
Well, if you had no intention of using the gun, then why did you bring it?
For protection. I mean, Henry had Virgil Cartwright come to my farm with a gun to force Angel to go back to him. I could have been killed that day. And as I said, I wanted Henry to know that I meant business.
So what happened after you pointed the gun?
Well, Henry started to come toward me. And he grabbed my hands, which were on the gun, and we started to struggle. I thought he was trying to kill me. But then he pulled the gun toward his chest, and the gun went off, and he fell.
And then what happened?
Barclay Lang arrived, and I called security. The police came. But they didn't find any of Henry's fingerprints on the gun, so they charged me with murder.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Hughes?
Mr. Snyder, where were you on the night of February 25th?
I was in Seattle.
Are you aware that that is in strict violation of your bail?
I went there to look for my wife, who I thought was sick. I had been looking for her since last fall, when she first left.
So you and your wife have been estranged for a period of time, then?
Yes.
Would you say during this period of time you've been under undue emotional pressure?
If you were trying
Please just answer the question, yes or no.
Yes.
Thank you. So you confronted Henry Lang, you told him what you knew, you told him to stay away from Angel Lang. Now, why did you produce the gun?
As I already said, I wanted him to know that I was serious about him staying away from Angel.
Well, I guess he found that out, didn't he?
Objection!
So Mr. Lang wrote a letter to his two sons, Stephen and Jay Lang, stating that you had threatened his life. Is that true?
He was lying.
So at no point did you threaten him?
No.
Well, Mr. Symington testified that he got a call from Henry Lang on the day that he died, and Mr. Lang wanted to revise his will. He said it was a matter of urgency. You had threatened him, and he feared for his life.
More lies.
And he told his secretary, Miss Whitmore, who also testified here, the exact same thing, and told his two sons, Stephen and Jay Lang,
I don't care what he said. He was lying.
You're right, Mr. Snyder. Someone is lying here. And the jury will have to decide who that is. No further questions.
I'm sure Duncan's going to find Sabrina and get her safely away from Tonio. When he does, Franny's going to be the perfect person to help.
Thanks for letting her use your jet.
No problem. Get some good rest.
Okay.
Thank you, kid. Bye-bye.
Hey, Bob. Oh, hey, Daryl. I didn't expect to see you here.
I was just leaving.
He's been so kind through all of this, hasn't he?
He's a great guy. He always has been. Oh, Larry, you missed Franny's call.
Is there any news?
Well, the pilot's taking the helicopter out on another search. Hopefully we'll hear something soon.
And I hope you do, too. If you hear anything, will you page me?
Sure.
Thanks.
Well, I'm done here. Want to have a cup of coffee?
Maybe I'll spring for it.
Oh, okay.
My prayers are with Sabrina. Thank you. Hello?
Margot. Just a minute. Craig called. Sabrina is with Duncan, and she's safe.
Oh, thank heaven.
Margot, listen, what about Tonio?
All of this was my mother's flower garden. It was so beautiful. Just look at it now. In a way, I'm grateful she and my father didn't live to see this. Beyond that row of trees is the most beautiful stretch of beach in Montego. I spent so much time there as a boy, dreaming about my future. But then the revolution came. I dream of restoring this plantation to its former glory. And now that dream will come true because it's not just mine, but it's your dream as well. I love you, Sabrina, and I'll spend the rest of my life loving you.
Years ago, were you aware that she had had an abortion the year previous to that?
Yes, it was the reason that she couldn't have
question,
children.
Please. Did you know whose baby she had aborted?
Well, I thought that it was my brother.
Again,
Caleb's.
please, just the question. During your 2-year marriage, did Angel Lang give you any indication that you should believe otherwise?
No.
Thank you. No further questions.
Does defense wish to question the witness Mr. Hughes recalled?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Snyder, your wife, Angel, kept her history of sexual abuse a secret until recently. Isn't that true?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. No further questions.
Witness is excused. Miss Griffin, do you wish to call any more witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. My next witness, however, is under medical care, and I need to consult with his physician, so I need to request a brief recess.
We'll recess for now and reconvene at 4 p.m.
You're positively amazing. You haven't let any of this get you down.
That is not true. I have my bad days, just like everyone.
When does Daryl get home?
I'm not really sure. He was having a meeting with Walsh.
Oh. I suppose he'll be spending even less time in Des Moines now that he's signed them as management consultants.
Actually, he has a trip planned there very soon. He has called a special board meeting.
Oh. Well, I hope you'll be coming with him.
That all depends. We find out next week whether the surrogate is pregnant or not, and if she is, I want her to come and live with us as soon as possible.
Well, I'm sure she'll be happy to live in the lap of luxury.
Arthur, I am completely aware of how you feel about the in vitro process, so I don't think we should talk about it anymore. How was your trip to Chicago? I just wouldn't feel right about that. In fact, I told him about the other loan. There were no objections. How much would you need?
Well, 100,000 would help enormously, but I insist on paying it back with interest.
Whatever you like. Consider it done.
Carolyn.
Oh, hi.
Carolyn tells me you had a meeting with Walsh. How'd it go?
Well, it was a little rough telling M&A about the board's decision, but the meeting with Walsh was pretty good. I went to the hospital to see how Bob Hughes was doing after that.
Oh, any news about Sabrina?
No. Franny called while I was there from Montega. She said Duncan's still searching for her.
Well, it's good that Franny's down there.
What brings you to town, Arthur? Excuse me. Hello. Kim, we were just talking about you. Well, that is fantastic news. Is Franny with her? Well, like I said before, you know, Franny's the perfect person to help Sabrina through this.
I know, Sabrina. I know what it's like to lose someone.
Well, there's Sawyer.
I'd like to stay on here a bit longer, if I may.
Sabrina, come with me.
I called.
I love you. I hope you're fine when I get Sabrina.
Some dreams were never meant to come true. Sabrina? Freddie? His father. He's gonna be fine. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Sometimes prayers are answered.
Listen, why don't you go home and get some rest? Sabrina's really going to need you when she comes back.
She's going to need you, too.
Hey, good news, huh? When's Franny flying back?
I don't know.
What happened to you?
Oh, I had a cup of coffee when I heard the news.
For heaven's sake.
I am so happy. I know how worried you
golly,
were.
yes, we're so relieved.
So when's Franny flying back, huh?
Larry,
we don't know.
Hughes, you got a call.
Thank you. I gotta get out of here for a second. I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to offer you a deal.
No deal. Caleb's innocent.
Well, not sure if the jury's gonna see it that way, and I'm certainly not convinced. I think his testimony about Angel's pregnancy just gave him stronger motive for killing her father.
Well, I think it explains why Henry would want to commit suicide.
Well, if the jury doesn't see it that way, Caleb's gonna be looking at life imprisonment. So, I'm willing to offer you a plea, manslaughter, 5 years, no parole.
No way.
Let me know what Caleb thinks.
Hey, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Well, at least now we know what Caleb's been holding back all this time.
Yeah, Angel told him several weeks ago that Henry was the father of the baby.
So what's going on with Barkley?
Well, I'm going to talk to Dr. Matthews and see if he can testify this afternoon.
Did anyone else know the truth about Angel's baby except for Caleb and Henry?
Well, Barkley did. That's why I want to get him on the stand.
Can we see Caleb soon?
Oh, sure. Listen, Emma, he got a letter from Julie right before he took the stand.
Do you know what the letter said?
No, I have no idea, but whatever it was, I don't think it was what he wanted to hear. Come on, I'll take you to him.
You coming home?
I'm gonna give Lily a call.
Lily, hi, it's Holden. Look, I'm sorry that I couldn't get back to you sooner, but after Caleb got off the stand. What do you mean Angel's missing?
Why, Julie? Why?
Griffin? Hope you're up for some visitors.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, I have to make a phone call. I'll be back.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
You know, I'm so proud of you for telling the truth up there.
Yeah, well, I just hope that Angel can forgive me, right?
Oh, Caleb, you did everything you could to protect her. Lying wouldn't have helped any more about that.
I hope you're right. Listen, did Jessica talk to Barkley?
No, not yet.
Well, whatever happens with Barkley, I don't think the jury's going to have much sympathy with Henry Lang from now on out.
Yeah, well, that's if they believe my testimony and Holden's. I mean, they may just think that we're lying to make Henry look bad.
Jessica said you had a letter from Julie.
Yeah, look, I don't want to talk about that, okay?
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just spoke to Lily, and she told me that Angel left the office without telling anyone. Ellie's out looking for her now, so when she hears something, she said she'd give us a call. I'll wait outside.
Holden. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I just told the truth.
Ellie, thank you for bringing me out here. I really needed to get away from Jay, those reporters.
I'm gonna call Lily. I'm gonna let her know you're okay, and then I'm gonna make us some tea.
Oh, I'll do that.
All right. It's all right. Hey, Bill. It's okay. How you doing?
Hi. I have an express letter for Angel Snyder.
I'll sign for that. Thank you.
You bet.
It's from Stephen. Oh.
What is it?
It's the letter Daddy wrote me right before he died.
Turn.
There's nowhere I can go that Daddy can't find me.
Angel, your father is dead.
It doesn't matter. He's always found a way to control me, and he always will. Oh, no.
Angel?
Oh, my God. Oh, dear God.
Caleb, I really didn't know that it was Henry's baby.
Jessica, did you talk to Matt?
Yes, I did. Barkley's in no condition to testify today, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, but if he's well enough, is he going to be willing to?
Oh, I think so. Listen, I need to talk to Caleb alone for a minute.
All right, buy anybody a cup of coffee?
Would you like something?
No, thanks, Emma.
What's up?
Tom has come to me with a deal. I don't advise it that you accept it, but I'm obligated to bring it to you.
What is it?
He'll lessen the charges if you'll agree to manslaughter. 5 years, no parole.
Why shouldn't I take it?
5 years is a long time, Caleb. You'll be in prison with hardened criminals. No chance of getting out early, no chance of getting your life back together, finding Julie.
Well, I don't need to find Julie anymore.
Why? What did the letters say?
It doesn't matter. Why shouldn't I accept Tom's offer?
Because you're innocent, Caleb. And your testimony, along with Holden's, created reasonable doubt in the minds of the jurors. Now, if we can just get Barkley in here or Angel to...
They're only going to be able to corroborate what I've already said about Henry's abuse and about the baby. They're not going to be able to tell the jury how Henry died. They weren't there in the room when he turned the gun on himself.
But they can establish his state of mind. Show that everything was catching up with him.
I was innocent. I want to accept Tom's offer.
I'll take you upstairs. You can get settled in.
Thank you.
Why do I get the feeling that, they're not best of friends?
Oh, gee, I wonder. I don't know. I feel very caught in the middle. Arthur and I have been... Well, we've known each other since second grade spelling bees. He was very close to my father, and I feel a certain loyalty.
Well, how are things going between you and Daryl, huh?
Fine. Actually, Lila, I can't help feeling that he's being cheated out of so much.
Carolyn, are you able to talk to him about this?
Well, I've tried, but he always comes up with exactly the right thing to say. And yet, I still have the feeling that when I see him with someone who's younger and healthy and can do all the things that I can't do.
You listen to me. You've got to remember that he loves you just as much as you love him. And it's very obvious that he wants to be with you rather than somebody else.
Hmm? Listen, I didn't mean to burden you with all of this. I know you wanted to go call Margot.
Yeah, actually, I do. Can I use the den?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Okay. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Hey, what is that serious expression all about?
I'm sorry I took so long, but I ran into John and I had to tell him our good news. And then he told me some good news.
He's moved out of the garage apartment.
No. But he says you are doing so well, they're going to let you go in another 2 or 3 days.
I could have told you that.
Have you decided definitely what you're going to do then?
All I've really thought about is Sabrina.
Well, I guess there's plenty of time to think about it.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Have you heard when Franny and Sabrina are flying back yet?
Well, Daryl's going to send his private jet for them.
Look, there's something I'd like to say to you both, as long as I've got you alone. The biggest mistake I ever made in my life was when Franny and I were together in Boston and I let her walk away. I didn't have my priorities straight then, but I do now. I just want you both to know that I love your daughter very much. And as soon as she gets back, I plan on letting her know that too. And I'm going to try and convince her that I'm the man that she ought to spend the rest of her life with.
Ramón, ¿qué pasa? Buenas tardes, Carlos. ¿Ya viste?
So where's Sawyer?
I sent him with the diving crew in the helicopter to recover the body.
Ramón, this is Sabrina and Franny Hughes. Ramona Villa.
Nice to meet you.
I'm very sorry. Tonio had told me in his letter that he was running from the junta who had put a bounty on his head. He was my good friend and a very great hero here. It is hard to believe all that Senor McKechnie has told us.
He was a hero, Ramon. It was the revolution here and losing his parents and everything he loved that changed him. That and the prejudice he faced when he tried to start a life in the U.S. I
hope you'll remember him as he was when you knew him. Your good friend.
You want me to put these in the car?
No, I need to get a change of clothes.
Duncan, I'm sure you want to get to the airport in case Sawyer calls, so please.
Well, no, I've had Sawyer stay on. The search may take quite some time. I have Lucinda's jet if you'd like to come home with me.
I don't know what to do with Tonio's things.
I wish you'd give them to someone who could use them. I'm sure that's what he would have wanted.
I know memories can be very painful at first.
It's just hard to believe that you can love a man, really love him, and not know a part of him at all.
Holden, you know where my sister is? Actually, I was just going to ask you the same thing. I don't know what's going on. She was acting crazy when she left here earlier.
Angel was here?
Sabrina's fine. That's great news. That's great news. No, Angel and Barkley couldn't make it today. We're hoping to wrap it up sometime tomorrow. Honey, listen, let me get off the phone. I want to tell Jess the good news. I love you. Bye. Seth, just talked to Margot. Duncan found Sabrina, and she's fine.
Oh, God, thank God.
Tonio is dead. Jess, just talked to Margot.
What's happened?
Duncan found Sabrina, and they're both fine.
Oh, Tom, thank God.
I knew you were worried.
Oh, I am going to strangle that man when he gets
Listen,
back here.
I don't know the whole story. Tonio's dead.
Tom, Duncan didn't...
Don't know. Margot doesn't know. We're just going to have to wait till they get here and find out the whole story. What about your witness?
Oh, Barkley isn't going to be able to testify this afternoon. Dr. Matthews says maybe tomorrow.
How about Angel?
Nobody can locate her.
What did Caleb say?
Tom, I think it's wrong for an innocent man to cop a plea.
It's his decision. What'd he say?
He said he'd accept the deal.
Angel? Angel? What's the matter?
She had a bad day. She went over to the courthouse.
Into the courtroom?
No. Jay was there, and he tried to talk her into leaving with him. I took her out to the Snyder farm. She got an express letter from Stephen.
Stephen? Where is he?
I don't know. But he sent me the letter that Daddy wrote me right before he died.
Ellie. What did the letter say?
Can't talk about it.
I got a letter, too.
I know. Stephen told me. Do you have it?
No. But I remember every word of it. I've read it 100 times trying to figure out how he could hurt you like he did.
I don't want to know what he said.
I think it's time that you do. He asked me in the letter to promise never to tell anyone, and I wasn't going to until I talked to Jessica. But she said she thought it was more important to protect the living than the dead, and I think that she's right. He wrote, I know it by heart. You have asked me so many times how I could love Angel like a daughter and still be physically attracted to her. I don't know how to explain it to you except to tell you that the love I feel for her is very rare, very special. Maybe I can explain it to you best if I tell you something that I have never shared with another soul. And that's why your promise is so important to me, because it involves someone who is no longer living to defend himself. My mother. Your grandmother. She was a very lonely, unhappy woman. She dedicated herself to me, lived only for me, and loved me in a way that I thought was wrong at first, but later came to realize was proof of how much she loved me, just as I have proved how much I love Angel.
I had no idea.
Neither did I. I talked to Dr. Matthews about it. He said that very often an abuser, like Dad, was abused himself as a child.
Oh, you mean that one day I might...
I mean that there is another reason for you to confront what he did to you and get help. Angel, break the cycle.
Daryl, I tried to talk to you about this before, but you said you didn't want to hear any of it. But I feel like I really need to say it because I love you so much. And I don't want the love that we've shared to become some kind of an obligation.
Hey. Never could be.
I know you think that now. But there has been so much since the accident that I haven't been able to give you. You're young. You have your whole life ahead of you.
What are you saying, Carolyn?
I'm saying I think you should have your freedom. I think you should be able to find a woman who you can build a new life with, who you can have all the things that you need and that you deserve.
You know, I'm sure that they will call as soon as they get to a phone.
Well, now that we know they're both safe, why don't you go over to Tom and Margot's and join the celebration?
Well, I will if that would make you happy. Hello? Oh, Franny. Oh, your father and I were so hoping you would call. Honey, when are you and Sabrina coming home?
Mom, hold on just a minute. There's somebody here who wants to say hi. I'll let her tell you.
They're getting Sabrina. Hello, Mother? Are you there? Oh, honey, your father and I are both here.
I don't really know what to say. I love you both very much. And I'm so relieved you're all right, Father. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing for you to be sorry about. We're just glad that you're all right and that you're coming home to us.
Counsel, approach the bench, please. Were you able to contact the doctor of the witness you wanted to call?
Yes, I was, Your Honor, but unfortunately, my witness won't be able to testify today.
Well, do you have any other witness you want to call?
I don't believe that will be necessary. We've reached an agreement. We can just meet in chamber.
Wait a minute.
In this private jet and fly home. That's right. Margot just came in. Sure, why not? I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hi.
Hi.
Just telling Susan the good news about Sabrina.
Oh, yeah, the celebration's still in full swing over at my house.
Oh, Kim's on her way over there to pick up Chris.
Oh, good. Listen, I just stopped by to see if you have a message you want to send along to Tom.
Well, just that Sabrina sounded shaky, but she's gonna be fine. You headed for the courthouse?
Yeah, I got a real cryptic message from Ed Hamilton, and he said that it could all wind up this afternoon.
So soon? Surprised.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't know how Jess could present her defense already.
Your Honor, we've reached an agreement if we could meet in chambers.
Wait a minute. Your Honor, if you'll excuse me for 1 second.
Angel, what are you doing here?
So much happened this afternoon. I want to do whatever I can for Caleb.
Well, thanks for calling, and give Jennifer a kiss for me. Bye-bye.
How's Barbara doing?
Not too well, I'm afraid.
Well, she sounded pretty shaky when I talked to her before, so I thought I'd stop by.
Kim, on the way in, she said you talked with Sabrina. I'm glad everything worked out down there.
Well, Sabrina's been deeply hurt. She really was in love with that Tonio.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's better she should find out something now than later, you know?
I gotta go. I gotta stop by Barbara's before I go to the courthouse.
Yeah. Come on, I'll walk you out.
Bye-bye, Tom.
Bye.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Back together again, huh?
You know, John, why don't you just let them work out their own problems, huh? And you, how long are you gonna be staying in Kim's backyard?
In her backyard? I'm staying in that apartment. I will stay until Franny is back, until Bob gets back.
I'm afraid Dad's medical crisis may be over, but not his personal one.
Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Where do you go? Where are you?
I was just thinking about Tom.
You want to get back to the courthouse?
Yeah,
Okay. I gotta go to work. You say hello to the Snyders for me, will you, please?
I will.
Your Honor, the woman who just walked into the courtroom is Angel Lang Snyder. Now, I believe she's here for the defense, so I'd like to request a brief recess so that I may talk to her about testifying. Mr. Hughes?
No objection.
This court will recess for 1/2 hour.
Do you think she'll testify?
Oh, I hope so, I hope so. She says she wants to do everything she can to help. Listen, I'll talk to you in the defense room.
I had Angel out at the farm, and she got an express letter from Stephen. Apparently, it was the letter that Henry had written the day he died.
What did it say?
I don't know, but she freaked out. She wanted to go over and see Barkley, so I took her over there to see him, and I took her to Matt's clinic, and they talked. When she came out, she said she wanted to come here, and she would do anything she could to help Caleb.
Oh, I'm gonna go call Dr. Michael.
Good idea.
You're obviously in no condition to be here.
Look, it was her choice. No one forced her to do it.
Please, come with me.
No, I won't go with you, Jay.
Angel, would you come talk with me in the defense room?
We'll be right there, Jess.
Thanks, Holden.
Tom, you know, if Angel Lang takes the stand and corroborates the testimony of Caleb and Holden, it can turn this case around.
It's true. The most important thing is the truth comes out. Let's not forget why we're here.
Where's Angel?
She and Holden are on their way.
Do you think she'll testify?
Well, I'm not sure. Seeing Jay really rattled her. But before she gets in here, you and I need to discuss this plea bargain.
Well, we were not going to need it if she testifies.
Maybe, maybe not. Now, Angel is not our most dependable witness at this point. When she saw Dr. Michaels, she denied the abuse. Now, what if she does that on the stand? Or what if she runs away again?
No, she's not going to do that. Not now.
Well, I hope not. But if you don't take Tom's offer now, and Angel doesn't come through for us, Tom's not going to go for another deal. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take my chances that Angel's going to testify.
Good. Because I hate to plea bargain when I know my client is innocent.
Hold it, Angel Snyder.
Yes. Send him in, please.
Angel, thanks for coming.
Can Holden stay? Here, read this. My father wrote it to me on the day he died. He wrote letters to all of us that day, Caleb, after Barkley left him and before you got there. I'm sure it will help your case.
Angel, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Look, I didn't want to do this, but when I testified, I had to tell the truth about the baby.
Oh, my God.
Angel.
Oh, Caleb,
Look,
no.
it was a closed courtroom, all right? There's no way that it's going to get out.
Angel, this This is a very powerful letter. If I can introduce this into the record and get your testimony, I'm sure we could turn this case around and win it.
Testimony? I thought the letter would be enough.
Well, I can't risk it. I need you to confirm what Caleb and Holden have already told the jury.
Angel, please, you must take the stand. This is Caleb's only real chance of an acquittal now.
Listen, Angel, before you walked in, we were about to make a deal with the DA to plead guilty to a lesser charge and have Caleb sentenced to 5 years in prison without parole. Now, we are going to have to take that deal unless you testify.